metal sounds,
I
like
was.
robot.
That's all that I heard as well. So we're even in that. So you were saying something about iron ore tools or whatnot.
No, I wasn't. I was actually telling you that I wasn't hearing you properly.
Uh huh. Logs, food. Yeah. Just look at my graph for food.
Yeah.
Skyrocketing once I set it to 2500, 25,000.
Well, as my grandmother said, as long as you have food and a warm place to be in,
Mhm.
that's important.
Yeah. And this is the citizens. Uh, the fun thing
Health,
is,
happiness,
yeah.
clothes, and education.
Mhm. The thing is, your population will always start fully educated. So you would have to not build a school and let all of those educated people die out to have them not be educated. And they all start out clothed, and at some point I actually had a little surplus of clothes. But yeah. Population, that's the one I was curious for. Students, none. Children, all over the place. Adults and population general, like a nice little bump here, and now it's dropping down. It's slowly going up again. Slowly dropping down again. Ah, market is done. Let's get one person for the market.
I think you can have a total of 6,
12. Well,
12.
I think 24 even. Let's test it out because 25 people. Whoa.
What, nomads?
No, 25 people working in the market.
Ah,
Nope. Because in the mine and the quarry, by default it'll say X of 15, but you can actually increase it to 30. Just like with the hunter's lodge, it says standard X of 3, but you can actually up it to 4. Okay, so that won't do. Yeah. Oh, that needs to be done. We need a tailor. So what do? One more field.
so basically if you have enough people, one mine is enough.
Yeah, but you're gonna whatchamacallit, you're gonna have to switch between coal and iron constantly. So I prefer to have one
Yeah, I mean
coal, one quarry.
one mine producing iron and one
Yeah.
mine producing.
Yeah. I think as it stands, that is currently what is what. Okay. So we have that. Now nomads, come on over.
So once the quarry reaches 0%, then it's no longer usable.
Nope. And the sad thing is, you cannot demolish it once it's done. Same with the mine. So you're gonna be left with that hole in the ground, and it's gonna get deep. And once it's at its deepest, you're gonna have to build a new one somewhere else, and just hope that you can get something done there.
Well, you can build quarries basically anywhere or not.
Well, they're quite big. Like they're the biggest structure there is, so you can't just build it anywhere. What I have come to understand is that if you have it close to your town, just like the mines, then your people are going to be less happy. It also, but that may be just a bit of a myth, that whatchamacallit, your hunting and gathering and forestry might actually do a little less if you have your stuff over
Maybe
there.
because of the clinging sound, it scares off the animal.
But also
And
the pollution from the mines.
yes,
Like, I can't show it to you right now, but you're gonna have like a pretty hefty
a
smoke
chimney.
plume. Yeah, from the chimney. Okay.
Mortal Smurf says, in testing, most things about happiness in Banished are lies. There is no intention to make lots of more with happiness, but most was not implemented.
Mm-hmm. I see that. Okay.
So maybe it's in the game, but not fully functional.
Yeah. Looks like my graveyard is almost full already. So that cost me 68 stone.
Cremation, people, cremation. It exists for a reason.
Screw it, I'm gonna build these houses as well. And firewood is low yet again.
Oh, don't build all 10 of them, just build 5 of them. And
No, I'll build all 10 of
not
them.
enough, then. And you missed one.
I noticed. So sad that I had 32 laborers at one point. No, I even had over 60 laborers at some point.
At some point.
Mm-hmm. So, alcohol has no effect on happiness? What? That's not right.
That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Alcohol should have have an effect on happiness.
Uh-huh.
It makes me happy,
Definitely.
but
Nearly
also
no
if I drink
effect.
too much, it makes me aggressive. So that's not a good idea.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just a matter of waiting now. Food is once again at the cap. Amazingly. Now I have over 500 firewood again. Because I have over 200 logs. And these houses are gonna get built.
There was also a myth in RimWorld. If your trader, the person you basically trade with,
Mm-hmm.
if she or he is greedy or smart or whatever the traits they have,
Mm-hmm.
it means that the merchant who's coming along or seller, whatever, that the prices are gonna be lower. That was proven also false.
That makes sense. I mean, it kind of makes sense that, you know, you would have the prettiness of your colonists have some sort of an influence over like how well their trading skill is. But the only thing that I think that it may be a myth, but it may also be confirmed because I've heard it from several sources, that cowboy hats will improve your trading prices. So if you have your highest social guy with a cowboy hat, he's gonna have better prices than without a cowboy hat, apparently.
And I think the also goes with the duster, I think.
The duster, I don't know, but that might be also worth testing out at some point. Okay, I have a few more extra laborers. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. Right. Go to town on this, please.
Well, you have 27 children, so that's good actually.
Mm-hmm.
You had 15, and now it's almost 30.
Mhm.
So
Expanding was a good idea. But as you can see, I'm running out of firewood, and that has been pretty much the main problem for the entire series.
so decimate the forest is what I would say.
The what?
Decimate a forest.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. This entire area is gonna get decimated, as I've already decimated that entire area, and a large portion of this area, but something grew back already.
Well, if I'm gonna build a settlement,
Mm-hmm.
I would put in a maximum of 15 houses, and so a settlement would have a forester's lodge, maybe even 2 if needed.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm gonna build 15 houses, then it's gonna be 1 forester's lodge, 1 woodcutter, 1 herbalist, 1 gatherer, gatherer
And a hunting
per
cabin.
15 houses, and a hunting cabin per 15 houses.
Okay.
So that's what I'm planning.
Mm-hmm.
And crops go in as well, but I'm still making a formula for something that, like that.
I see.
So my colony would be sustainable, at least.
Mm-hmm. Little storage stockpile over there. Indeed, that's exactly what I mean. The firewood over there. Blacksmith died and got replaced. That is good. We are... Ooh, low on tools. And low is in decently low. I need that iron, people.
Well, Banished is a good game, but it seems like it's still largely unfinished.
But it has been finished for ages.
Yeah, but still.
Mm-hmm. I
There,
agree.
there seems like it's missing a few things.
Yeah, but you know, you'll always have that with these kind of games. But that's why you have mods. I mean, the Colonial Charter mod I hear is like the absolute best in terms of mods for content for Banished. Well, we're still alive and we're making lots and lots more babies. I'm gonna open up a mine. I'm gonna say screw it. I'm gonna have 5 people work in the mine just for iron.
Yeah. Well, the health is improving.
Health is improving, yeah, because we had a lot of old people dying, and old people have less health, so
A death spree.
a death spree, yeah,
Get a death spree, yeah.
a dying spree. And I think it's a really cool detail that the quarry gets deeper as more the more you continue digging.
Yeah.
Come on, builder, get that sorted. One more house. Mm-hmm. 22,000 food. Yeah, we're dangerously lowish on stuff again. Tools. Iron tools 3.
Yeah, and also on Friday I was my entire production line, the first and second shift,
Mm-hmm.
was summoned to our boss's office
Oh.
because in the opposite shift, the two guys that are chalkmeisters,
Yeah, you told me already.
yeah, they were screwing around, so we were summoned there just to see it and consider it a warning. But my colleague and I, he works there for basically 20 years, and so we don't screw around like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, one is missing, not on his station where he should be, and one is actually crouching behind the saw and using his mobile phone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hate when people do that.
And the guy that was actually missing, who is also the machine operator as me,
Mm-hmm.
well, while drawing on wood, he was actually sitting down, which is not something you're supposed to do.
Gotta make yourself comfortable, dude.
Yeah, but it's not something it's pleasant to see. What your bosses want to see is you work
Mm-hmm.
and not screw around. Sitting means you're screwing around, basically.
Mm-hmm.
If you're away from your job place, you're screwing around. So I never actually do that. The only time I got a yellow card from my boss is because I made the machine go slower, and he didn't like it.
Mm-hmm.
But that was the only issue that I.
Well, I'm still
Like
sitting at 20,000 food, so let's say it's going decently well.
Yeah,
I
and the
still
baby
have-
number is rising, and
Mhm.
your adult number is kind of stagnant
Yeah, it is.
at the moment, so it's going good actually.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're gonna have the iron mine up soon.
Yeah, one thing I also noticed is when I speak English for a longer period of time, my voice actually becomes cracky. It starts cracking, like make a cracking sound,
Mm-hmm.
which is when I speak in my native language, it never happens. Which
Practice
is
more.
interesting.
Practice more.
Yeah.
Excuse
Yeah.
me.
Well, probably when I hear people like speaking English, like native English people,
Mm-hmm.
Americans and British, they also when they speak they have this sort of crackiness. So maybe I'm kind of getting it right now, or it's maybe just an automatic thing
Mm-hmm.
that comes along with it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think that once this mine is up and running and I've got like 5 people in there, I can just let this game run for hours and we might
Not
still
do
be fine.
anything?
Yeah. But at least I have like this done now. So you can choose between coal and iron. This mine is going to be pure iron. And I am rather skeptical saying one farmer two farmer, 3 farmer, and then 5 people work with mine. Good. Then I have 1 builder still. yeah, and we start the whole process over of like, okay, I don't have enough stuff. Now at least I get a decently steady stream of iron and stone. So I think that I will say go and get the stuff from here next. Like cancel all of that area. And go over there first. Because I need that firewood, I need that iron and stone. I need them tools. Because this one ain't producing, because he doesn't have the iron. Okay, time to stabilize again.
From what I see, you're stabilizing.
Now let's see, how many homes do I have? 75 homes. Now if I make 25 more homes, and then upgrade them all to stone houses, which will require less firewood, I will also get an achievement. And that is something I'll also go for.
Do you have to demolish the house, or just there's an upgrade for it?
There's an upgrade for it, but I'm gonna show it to you. Upgrading from a wood house to a stone house will cost you 24 wood, 40 stone and 10 steel. And a wooden house will cost you 16 wood and 8 stone.
Yeah.
But building a stone house by default will only cost you 24 wood, 40 stone and 10 steel. Meaning that upgrading a wooden house to a stone house is more expensive.
Coco Puffster wants to know, are you running any mods or
Nope.
vanilla?
This is pure vanilla, dude. Welcome to the channel, by the way, Coco. The achievements I'm going for, allow me to show them to you. Achievements. Uneducated, reach a population of 300 citizens without building schools. And the other main one I'm going for, where are ye? No, higher. Isolationist, reach 300 citizens without building a trading post. Because these two both require 300 citizens, you might as well combine them into one. There are also other achievements that I can go for. I was just talking about upgrading my wooden houses to stone houses and add 25 houses on top of that for the... where are you? Built from stone, I believe. Yeah, built from stone, 100 stone houses. There's also an achievement for 2,000 tiles of stone road rather than dirt road. And I'm gonna look that one up as well. Lower. Not stonework, not lumberjack, not smelter, but...
You should go for the achievement when you have to have 400 graves.
That's also gonna happen eventually. No, but
You'd be
there's...
good at it.
Yeah, definitely. Farmer, firefighter, also firefighter, but... Nah, I can't find the fucking achievement anymore.
The firefighter achievement.
Highwayman, there you go. Build a town
Highwayman.
with 2,000 stone paved road tiles. So, yeah, that's what I'm going for. First, eventually having Master Builder would be nice. I will
Maybe
probably,
you'll get the immigrant achievement also if you
hopefully,
get enough nomads.
hopefully. Established is something that I might go for if I let this game run on for 100 years and I get 300 population. Master build is something I want to go for. Smelter, stonework, and lumberjack. Maybe, I don't know if they're possible anymore. Miner and mason seem like something doable. Exports and master trader is something I want. The only two achievements I won't be able to do this time is one with nature, reach 400 citizens without building crop fields, orchards or pastures. And mountain men, using a harsh climate on a small mountainous map, maintain a population of 50 people for 20 years. So those two are the only ones I can't do. And I think the other ones should be doable within a single play session. But the 300 isolated, uneducated people is my main goal. And I think that this is...
Then you reach 40 babies.
I've
The number of 40 babies.
I have just. A very small number of people have gotten every single achievement in one map. It's quite tough and you need to do some silly things. Yeah, well, I'm not about that. I'm not gonna be like super hardcore, but I'll do whatever I can. Food is dropping to 70,000. 17,000. But let's just say that I'm about halfway there. It's quite tough enough, indeed. Indeed. But at least I have a market now. My storage barns are full, nice and full. 16,000 food. I think I will set a few more fields to work. I'm also very fortunate that I have bean fields rather than anything else. I also have pumpkin fields and I have plum orchids, but I don't really use the orchids anymore. I have them for a little bit of food variety, but that is it. What is the question mark?
Well, in my test playthrough, I got walnut, squashes, and pumpkin.
Squash. I see. Okay, I have enough stone for another mine, but I won't yet.
And also, I gotta buy a new PC monitor since this one is almost 10 years old.
Ooh, that's old.
Yeah, but it's still working, and my PC I have in my bedroom actually, which is running Windows XP, is also gonna be 10 years old.
XP.
Next year. Yeah. I have the XP PC just to play a bunch of old games.
Nice.
Since on Windows 7 they do not run properly or don't run at all. So that's why I have it.
So what I have over here planned out is basically a second town, similar to this starting town. Well, the market is the town square, and I want to have it surrounded by areas of forestry and some other stuff. And I'm gonna have one over here as well. And maybe even one over here in this corner. I think that will